Audio Jungle. Audio Jungle. Audio Jungle. Audio Jungle. Audio Jungle.
Hello friends, this is Anand Prakash. It is my pleasure to talk to you on a topic which is very close to my heart, a field in which I have spent 20 years of my professional life. The topic is no one to number one, the quality way. All of us have been using this word quality in our day-to-day life, our professional life, right from our childhood. Whether we buy a product, whether we deliver any service, whether we do any work, we use this word called quality. But have we understood this word in totality? Sometimes not. If I share a story of a 6 blind man and an elephant, all of us know that each one of the blind men says about the elephant is right, but it is not totally right. So similarly, what we know about quality will be correct, but it may not be totally correct. So in this session, I will share with you a totality definition of quality. And what I call this definition as a three-dimensional view of quality definition. The first dimension of the quality is that it is fit for purpose and fit for use. We can take an example, even in any area of our work. Let me take the example from the education institute itself. We may go through a particular degree course which is fit for purpose. But if after acquiring the degree, I do not achieve my desired goal, which could be getting a good job in my corporate, then it may not be fit for use. So one dimension of looking at the quality is fit for purpose, fit for use. The second dimension of looking at quality is being effective as well as being efficient. When we say being effective, means I'm serving the purpose for which I'm doing that work. Being efficient means I'm not spending anything extra, or I'm making it as much cost effective as it is possible. The third dimension of quality definition, in my opinion, is doing the right things and doing the things right. So this is what will help me do a quality work by looking at these three dimensions or three-dimensional view of quality, which is fit for purpose, fit for use. The second dimension, being effective and efficient. And third, doing the right things and doing the things right. In a nutshell, if I have to define, this is B, F, and C. B stands for better, F stands for faster, and C stands for cost appropriate. If I am able to do my task, if I am able to work on these three dimensions of better, faster, and cost appropriate or cost effective, I can make a statement that I have done a quality job. And this can be applied when I am judging a product or a service or a course. At the same time, when I am delivering any product or a service or any task I'm performing, we can use these three simple parameters of BFC: better, faster, and cost appropriate. Having understood the definition of quality, the next question comes: if I have to become number one, then certainly I have to achieve quality. And it is said, when everything is equal, it is the quality which gives the differentiation. Having understood that we need to have this differentiation to become number one from no one, and having understood what is quality, which is better, faster, and cost appropriate, the next obvious question comes: how do I get it? So then the question comes of quality management, managing quality. Now, the most important approach to manage quality is to have a system, which we call as managing quality through systems. So we have to make management system, which we call as a quality management system. It can be made a very simple management system if I have to manage my self-level quality. If I have to manage the quality at an institute or a college, there could be a different quality management system. If it has to be done for a small organization, for a small entrepreneur, it could be a different quality management system. And for a large corporate, it could be a different quality management system. So the most important dimension of quality management system is to set the context. Once we set the context of for which the quality management system is being prepared, the rest follows. The other important aspects of management system is to have the availability of the resources, defining how the activities are performed, having the mechanism of measuring what we are doing, and a mechanism of continuous improvement. These are the key components of any quality management system. In a nutshell, a simple rule of PDCA, which is called PDCA cycle: plan, do, check, and act. The activities which we want to do, plan for it, do as per the plan, check what has been done, and wherever there are deviations, wherever we have not performed as per desired expectation, we should take corrective action. This is also known in the quality world called Deming cycle. So PDCA makes the foundation for management system. In this today's competitive world, is just having a management system and doing the quality is sufficient? Probably not. Because I know all of you also have heard the word called excellence. Today people say excellence is what makes the difference. And we say the winners don't do the different things, they do the things differently. So let me delve over this word of excellence. The way I see the excellence, if quality is meeting the expectation, then the excellence is going a notch above meeting the expectation. And what is that going the notch above is can be described. The level one could be desired. While as a consumer, as a customer, as a receiver, I may not have specified that as my expectation, but somewhere in my mind, I have a desire to have that functionality or to have that performance in the product or the service which I'm getting. So taking the quality to the level of desired, to me, is what can be called an excellence. The next level of taking the quality even beyond desire is something surprising. That is taking the next level. But what is desired today might be an expectation tomorrow, and what is surprising today may be a desire tomorrow. because it's like being on a treadmill, where even to stay where we are, we need to keep moving. And that is why the excellence is a journey. Excellence is a journey where we keep delivering quality beyond expectation level. And in today's world, it is the excellence which will take us from no one to number one. There are various methods which I would like to just mention here. Like there are various standards of ISO, which is International Organization of Standardization. ISO 9001, some of you must have heard. There are a lot of organizations which claim they have certified for ISO 9001. There are other management systems which cater to environment management. There are another frameworks which are very popular these days are occupational health and safety management systems. And with the proliferation of information technology, the information security management system and privacy information management system are some of the popular management systems which I would like to share with you. They will help us to have a very good management system to ensure that we deliver quality on a consistent basis. But is it so easy? Probably not. But is it impossible? Certainly not. It is possible, provided we follow certain guidelines, provided we follow certain frameworks. Again, I'm sure you must have heard various frameworks for improvement. People talk about Six Sigma, people talk Kaizen, people talk Lean, Agile, digital transformation, automation, trace, etc., etc. What I have concluded with a completely interesting and a holistic framework for my consumers is what I call as ageless. And this is a combination of Agile, Lean, and Six Sigma. As the abbreviation says, it is ageless. It is a framework which makes the journey of excellence a real continuous one. As I said, to remain where we are, we need to keep on moving. In order to remain number one on a continuous basis, we recommend this framework of ageless. And in simple terms, go back to my basic definition of quality, which is B, F, and C. That is better, faster, and cost appropriate. While all the three frameworks of Agile, Lean, and Six Sigma help in B, F, and C, but specifically speaking, the Six Sigma helps me to make me better, the Agile makes me faster, and Lean makes me cost appropriate. Because Agile focuses on minimum viable product. Agile focuses on time boxing. Agile focuses on meeting the timeline. Because in today's world, you know, time to market is the biggest challenge. If there is a market, I must address the customer requirement the first. Then only I can lead the market. I should also be perfect or near to perfect. Because today, a small mistake, a small error can have a cascading effect. We are in an interconnected world. We are working on internet. Therefore, the chances of error just cannot be accepted. And Six Sigma actually talks about 6.3 defects in 1 million opportunities. In fact, now the expectation is the Six Sigma should be taken further to close to 0 defect. And last but not the least, the Lean. The Lean always encourages that we should eliminate anything and everything which does not add value. Because anything which does not add value, it only consumes our resources. It consumes our time. So if I'm not adopting Lean principles, I will be taking more time. That means I'll be reducing, I will be not able to reach to the market, that is, I will not be faster. At the same time, I will not be cost appropriate because I will be doing some tasks which are not relevant. So with these three methodologies putting together, we are fast, we are better, and we are cost appropriate. Therefore, what we are promoting and recommending to each and everyone to adopt this methodology called Ageless for having this continuous improvement, being successful on this path of excellence, and continuously achieving this quality management to meet the customer expectations, not only meeting the customer expectations, but having the desired level of quality as well as surprising level of quality. With this approach, we will certainly be able to keep ourselves number one on a continuous basis. This is an introduction program. I'm sure you will have some questions in your mind. We will certainly come up with follow-up programs where we'll have an opportunity to interact, and it will be my pleasure to address and answer each and every question and query which you have. And also, it will be my pleasure to support you in your journey towards excellence, in your journey towards number one through our various other interactions and programs. Thank you for listening. It was a pleasure interacting with you. Thank you once again. All the best to you.